Hi, I'm Barrett from our Customer Success Management team here at Classy. It's a busy time of year, I get that. You're busy planning two major campaigns, one for Giving Tuesday and one for your year end. This video tutorial is going to walk you through how to take the wrapping paper off your Giving Tuesday campaign and transition it into your year end campaign. Two campaigns for the price of one. Let's get started. Here's what you need. Your Giving Tuesday campaign set up inside Classy and any copy and design assets that you want to swap in for your year-end giving. You can also gather important Giving Tuesday stats that you'll want to include, not necessarily in the campaign itself, but in your communications to your supporters throughout the year-end giving cycle. Beautiful campaign images and selective words tell your story and draw focus where it needs to be. With only a few seconds to capture a supporter's attention and inspire them to take action, it's important to put your images, logos, and language to work for your organization. On Classy, a supporter's first impression of your campaign is driven by the hero block. This content block establishes the overall tone of your campaign and can easily be edited to transition from Giving Tuesday to year-end fundraising. The main headline and the first byline don't need to change. Those will remain consistent throughout the entirety of our campaign. What we will want to swap out is where it says Giving Tuesday. Instead of having the call to action read, "Help us fund the replanting of damaged forests this Giving Tuesday," we might say the same but replace Giving Tuesday with "this holiday season." You'll see on this campaign that we've created an extra text block that highlights our participation in Giving Tuesday. We did this so that we can simply remove this text block after Giving Tuesday. If you deem it appropriate, you can add a text block that is specific to your year-end fundraising initiatives. It's important to think about your narrative for your year-end campaign. As stated in Classy's State of Modern Philanthropy report, Giving Tuesday donors tend to be younger than donors on other days. The median age is 25 years old versus 37 years old, which may impact the words you use or the overall narrative of your campaign. The report also notes that donors acquired on Giving Tuesday are 10 to 15% more likely to give again than donors acquired on other days. So think about how you can appeal to them and then inspire them to donate again before year end. We recommend including some statistics such as how many supporters donated on Giving Tuesday, how far Giving Tuesday moved you toward your overall year-end goal, or what you're actually working toward from an impact standpoint. Share those data points and inspire others to take action. In this case, we're going to add a text block that says we're kicking off giving season 24% of the way to our goal, thanks to 22 donors who supported us on Giving Tuesday. You may want to consider adjusting your overall campaign goal to reflect the amount of money you want or need to raise between Giving Tuesday and December 31st. Step 1 is moving your supporter through the journey you've outlined on the landing page. The donation page is your opportunity to convert the donation and encourage your donor to make the most impact she or he can have. Our donation page is an extension of the landing page we had for our Giving Tuesday specific campaign. We'll want to take similar steps and swap out all mention of Giving Tuesday and either make it specific to year end or keep our statements specific to the campaign itself. For example, we can either say, "Your donation plants trees and saves our forest," or we can make it more specific to the end of year and say, "Your year-end donation plants trees and saves our forest." In place of our statement about the Global Day of Giving, which really is the definition of Giving Tuesday, we'll edit the donation appeal and state something as simple as, "Thank you for making a difference." We always recommend reminding donors of the impact of their individual contribution. You can easily take the dollar amounts that are stated on both the impact blocks on the previous landing page, which align with those displayed in the donation buttons, and equate them to how many trees will be planted for that specific dollar amount. The next chapter along the donor journey for this campaign is the thank you page, which will be displayed immediately following a completed transaction. If you mention Giving Tuesday on this page, you can easily update the language, focusing on the messaging in the headline and supporting message. The last step is to update the receipt that will be emailed to the donor after they submit their donation. We recommend updating both the subject line and the email content to make it specific to the year-end campaign. It's important to keep your branding consistent throughout each campaign. Someone who donated on Giving Tuesday received a Giving Tuesday specific donation receipt, and the same should be true to thank donors for their year-end donation. I recommend reviewing your updated campaign to ensure that all changes that were made populated on your campaign pages. No matter what kind of campaign you're designing, always use imagery and language that evokes emotion and creates a personal connection to your cause. The right campaign will help to bring your supporters in and inspire them to take action. Look how great our campaign looks and how easy it was to transition from Giving Tuesday into the end of year. Remember to have fun with your campaigns, and if you have questions, check out our Giving Tuesday and year-end resources. Happy fundraising!